What's up, guys? This is Mike Loris, and I'm going to be bringing you another game from the Star Series Season 3 between Team Quantic on the Dire and Evil Geniuses on the Radiant. And wow, how often do you get to see both a Lycanthrope and a Naga Siren in the same game? It's probably because EG banned out Morphling, where Quantic banned out the Invoker and TA. All three of those heroes are pretty much like first pick material, but you don't really see them banned all that often. Usually teams prioritize the Naga Siren and the Lycanthrope just a little bit more. Rubik is a typical hero to get through, but is a pretty regular first pick. So I would guess Evil Geniuses didn't want to play against Korok's Morphling, one of his signature heroes, and Quantic kind of took advantage of that by saying, okay, well, Korok's not going to play his Morphling, but we're going to have Lycanthrope and Naga Siren, which is going to give us enough damage to do pretty much whatever we want. The split push from Quantic right off the bat, even without a Nature's Prophet pickup, even though he's still in the pool, is pretty intense. They have those illusions with Riptide, plus the Lycanthrope. And Lycanthrope is pretty much a wrecking ball as far as towers go, so Quantic already pretty much set with their damage. Evil Geniuses, well, they do have the Rubik, which is versatility, a whole lot of it. If he steals the Song of the Siren, it could be a really good pickup for him. But the chances of that happening are probably not that high if the Naga Siren remembers to just cast something before, I don't know, yeah, before she casts the Song of the Siren again, or after she casts it. As long as she gets something in the way of that spell. Evil Geniuses, they're going to go for the support route. They're going to take the Enigma and the Windrunner, so they are going to get the very important early to mid game heroes. And Quantic, what they need is support, because they do have a potential jungle in the Lycan. They do have a safe lane in the Naga Siren, potential tri-lane, but I severely doubt it. Quantic instead going to pick up the Tidehunter. That will give them the Naga Siren ultimate plus the Tidehunter ultimate combination. Of course, we all know what happened in the play in the International 2 when the Enigma got a BKB and then completely nullified all of that. So we're going to see if the Enigma player is going to do something similar. Evil Geniuses banning out the Disruptor, support that we've been seeing a little bit more of recently, and for good reason. He's a devastating support hero. Giant AoE silence as an ultimate. That's good, especially when you could set it up perfectly with the Naga Siren ult. Quantic can respond to banning out the Lone Druid, knowing that Evil Geniuses are very support heavy at the moment, and they would want to have someone to actually put the gold onto. So Evil Geniuses, they're going to be looking to pick up a carry hero, most likely. They could still pick up the Nature's Prophet or the Queen of Pain, or even both would work actually. They pick up both of them and then just go for a very int-heavy team and have a lot of power in the early stages of the game. Team Quantic, they are still looking for supports. They do have that Tidehunter, but they would probably want the Tidehunter to get as bulky as he can. They'd want to pick up a little bit of lighter support heroes. You know, this Venomancer, CM variety. Venomancer will be pretty solid pick for Team Quantic, as he is a solid pick all the time. Instead, Evil Genius is going to choose to ban out the Vengeful Spirit. It's to prevent the Enigma counter. That swap will cancel that black hole. From such a huge range, it's hard to really account for that. And even if Enigma does get a BKB black hole, doesn't matter. Swap, cancel, and then Team Quantic will unleash hell with their high damage team. But Quantic, their stuns are an Ensnare and Ravage, so they don't have the most reliable stuns. They might want to pick up a couple more. CM might not be bad for that Frostbite, or even Alina. The Evil Geniuses, they have the next pick, and they do have a lot of stun so far. We're going to see what they actually want to do with their carrying. It's going to be the Venomancer, denying that very good support here from Quantic. Whereas Quantic did ban out that Brewmaster, would have given Evil Geniuses a really powerful early game. But Evil Geniuses, they're probably going to pick up something like an Anti-Mage. If they pick up, they can pick up a different, more unorthodox carry hero, something like a CK, get a lot of farm on him, that could work as well. But Quantic are going to be thinking about the support hero, and CM or Lina, calling those two right now, or even both of them actually. They need as much stun as they can get. And they also need a lot of support for the Lycan and Naga Siren. So pick them up both. Pick them both up. Pick them up both? What the hell? Pick them up both, Quantic. Yeehaw. That, of course, makes a lot of sense, guys. You know it. You know it. Quantic, what are you going to pick up, though? Because they do have a ton of AoE. Evil Genius's ban on the Disruptor was very smart to prevent any more AoE from happening with that setup from the Naga Siren. And Quantic, they could go for something like a Witch Doctor. That would actually be pretty good. Get a long range stun in the cask. They're going to go for Puck, though. Get that solo mid in. Puck usually is not considered a very supporty hero, though, so Tidehunter's going to have to pick up a lot of the slack. Quantic, what is your last hero? It's going to need to be... Well, Tidehunter's probably going to go in the hard lane. Naga Siren, Lycanthrope in the jungle, Naga Siren on top, Puck in the mid lane. So they're going to need another support hero regardless. They could pick up a Shadow Demon and try to get some ganks going on. But I still do think that the Lina or CM will probably be better choices. For that guaranteed lockdown, cancel that Enigma Black Hole, prevent Windrunner from running in. Wow, Evil Genius is their carry hero. It's going to be the Faceless Void. We don't see this very often. Last time I saw this was in the International 2 when Havorst carried Na'Vi to victory with his Faceless Void. But Black Hole as well as Chronosphere, that's a pretty deadly AoE combo. It's a lot of time where they simply can't do anything. What is this? 4 seconds plus a, let's say 4.5 seconds. That's 8.5 seconds where Evil Geniuses could just go wild and prevent a Mancer ultimate to tick. But that Faceless Void pick is all the more reason for Quantic to pick up some sort of disable. Prevent the Windrunner from escaping, prevent the Faceless Void from escaping. What's it gonna be, Quantic? What's it gonna be? Lina. No? They're thinking. But you know they want a support hero, because Tidehunter, although he is a supporty hero, he's not exactly a 5 role. And by that I mean 5 is usually the hero who gets nothing and buys wards and smokes all game. Tide is usually the 4 or 3 role. He gets a little bit more farm. But Quantic could pull a fast one on me, and just pick up something completely different. But between the damage that they have right now, the huge AoE combos, plus the single target from the Lycan, they're going to need a support hero. There's no way around that, really. Unless I'm just completely out of my frickin' mind. Might be a Witch Doctor, or Lina. Okay, it's going to be Lina. I told you so. So they're going to get that guaranteed stun. Also pretty good combo with that Naga Siren. You can net someone and then, of course, follow up with Fiery Death all around. So there are the lineups, guys. Team Quantic I have to favor in the late stage of the game. The early stage will belong to Evil Geniuses. Really, of course, depends on how the lanes will go. Malk most likely will take the jungle. Demon on the mid lane, Windrunner on the hard lane, with the Venomancer, Faceless Void on the bot lane, most likely. Or they could switch up the tri-lanes a little bit. But that most likely will be met with a dual lane or potential tri-lane. But no, they can't tri-lane. Actually, they could tri-lane if Painted Gold Soul is the top lane, Tidehunter, Naga Siren, Lina on the bot lane, and then Puck in the mid lane. But really, I'm just, talking out of my ass right now. Let's go over who's playing what. We have Quantic's Painted Gold on the Lycanthrope, only with 3 charges of tangos. Naga Siren is going to be played by Korok, of course. The stand-in universe XEG, actually, so EG is fighting up against one of their own. Playing the Tidehunter, 1437, the X-Mouse playing the Lina. We have Brax going mid as the Puck. He's going to be up against Demon playing the Rubik. 007 is going to be playing the Windrunner. Looks like he's going to be soloing that lane. Enigma's definitely going into the jungle with this build, played by Melk, as I said before. B-Diz stand-in. I'm pretty sure he's going to be like a semi-permanent member of the team. I actually haven't really been keeping up with all the team shuffling just because it's so much of it has been going on. And then, of course, we have Fear on the Faceless Void, who has some pretty weird harness thing going on there. I don't know why he would want armor around there and not, like, around his body, but hell, the Faceless Void rolls how he wants to. Looks like Painted Gold is going to be soloing up the top lane. It is going to put him up against the Windrunner. So the Windrunner will be able to harass the Lycanthrope pretty freely, but Lycanthrope with those wolves and with his high base damage, he will be able to get pretty decent farm. It is going to be dual lane versus 2.5, I guess. Enigma will be in the jungle, but Speed is, as well as Fear, will be sticking to this lane. Universe and 157, their job is to make sure that the Enigma doesn't get much, or at least keep the Void out of the lane. Apparently it's Brax's birthday. Happy birthday to you, Brax, unless Speed is just talking out of his ass. Mid lane, it's going to be Rubik versus Puck. It's going to be a little bit hard to dodge those Fade Bolts. I actually don't even know if you can. I'm pretty sure you can. But either way, it should be a relatively even lane. Top lane, pretty even as well. If anything happens, it's going to be on this bot lane. I have to say the kill potential for Quantic is a lot better than the kill potential for EG. Venomancer does have a slow, but Faceless Void, I mean, he does a slow as well. But really, if he uses that to initiate, he's going to be in trouble because he will have no escape mechanism. But Quantic's tri-lane of, well, the eventual Ensnare, follow up with the LSA, as well as Gush, to get a little bit more minus armor onto the EG side. It does mean that Quantic's tri-lane is a little bit more dangerous. You see Fear, very low health actually, already forced to tango up. Universe is just chilling, making sure that the Faceless Void doesn't get too close. They can't deny him experience with this kind of lane. They sure as hell can go for a kill if they choose to do so. They don't have a net yet. Fear is pulling the creep wave in, gonna reveal off Beatis, I think? Maybe not. But either way, Quantic's tri-lane, they're just going to push the tower, make sure that Fear isn't getting any last hits. You can see 0-0 on him. And then just spend the remainder of their time making sure that the Enigma doesn't get anything. And with that, I mean, if your Enigma gets shut down, that's pretty much income that you're dependent upon as a team. For that Enigma to get the fast Blink Dagger, Black Hole, Mech Pipe, whatever the Enigma is going to go for. And if you can't get that, well, your team's really going to be slowed down come the early mid-game. Fear now getting Light Striker Raid as well as a Riptide and Gush. So much damage on Fear. He's going to have to be forced to pop off that salve. That will mean he's out of regeneration. Oh, well, he gets handed some more regeneration from B-Diz, but he was out of regeneration. And the beauty of Quantic's lineup is that they could just wait a couple seconds and then go for it all again. They could actually go right now if they wanted to. Naga Siren's kind of low on mana, so there won't be the Ensnare as well as Riptide. But if 1437 is on point with his Light Striker Rays, he really doesn't need much setup. He can get set up from the Tidehunter Gush. 007, keeping pace with the Puck, they're both fairly even. But the double damage rune on the Rubik will give him a temporary advantage in this lane. But either way, it's probably going to be relatively even there, as, yeah, it's hard to actually get an upper hand with those two heroes. Fear level 3, but only one creep kill to his name, whereas Korok, 14 for 6, going for Tranquil Boots. So we'll get that healing. We'll be very safe in that lane, not going to die anytime soon. We can see him transition into any number of builds from this one with the Tranquil Boots. Go for Vanguard, but Demon, look at the damage coming out from these tiny wolves. Has to be like level 2 wolves. Yeah, level 2 wolves not doing, well, doesn't seem like they'll do much, but those wolves messing purple up. Not having a fun time there. And Fear at his tower, but still forced to have some little bit of difficulty in his last hitting. Just gonna keep close eye on this bot lane. I have a feeling it's gonna be the Venomancer who gets first blooded. Or Brax. I don't know, if 007, if he steals something big, he could do a little bit of work. And why do you have... He got a point of stats as Rubik. That's not something you see ever, because, well, telekinesis you get more disable, or you can get some magic resistance, which will help you against Puck, Lina, as well as the Tidehunter. I don't know why you would get a point of stats, so if anyone knows, then please tell me, but I would really never ever get stats on Rubik at those early stages, at those early levels. It just seems silly to me. You'd be getting so much more mileage out of that skill point that you have.
Denied.
Fury is getting a little bit more freedom to move around. Brax picking up a regeneration rune. And that will force 007 to use a little bit of that bottle crowing. Meanwhile, in the top lane, 14 for 4 versus 23 for 4. So I suspected the Windrunner's having a little bit of an easier time. Demon on the Windrunner. Painted Gold is doing decently, considering that he is a melee hero up against a ranged hero. So even though the Windrunner's leading the way as far as gold per minute, Tidehunter not doing that bad, all things considered. I mean, like, you could definitely get shut down a lot harder, as we've seen in many games, usually on this long lane where someone just gets completely demolished. Now as we break the 5-minute mark, still no first blood. I really want to see some kills. Phase Boots is up on Windrunner, so she's going to have even more harassment potential, but these wolves still doing so much damage, bringing her down to half health. Run, wolves. But ultimately giving her quite a large chunk of cash. Lycan does have the Ring of Basilius, going to go for a very fast Vlad as soon as he can get it. Once he gets that, the wolves will come much quicker. Won't be bound by this like 20 mana differential. The farmers on each side still in favor of Quantic. We do have the Lycan getting decent farm, as well as Korok getting pretty much free farm, and now Beat might be in a little bit of trouble, and Snare goes out on him. 157 is really far away though, so Beat is probably going to be able to walk out of this. Gale not going to hit. But there goes the initiation. Puck is here as well. 157 might go down to this. Yes, Enigma picks up the Lina kill. Now Korok is going to try to get through the trees, but he gets telekinesis. Here comes Brax. Actually, that orb was stolen. Malk now is going to fall down to Puck, and 007, I'm sorry, is going to go down as well. Korok getting chased by Fear. Brax is here as well. Beat is also still alive. He does have his Gale up in 1 second. That is going to hit onto Korok, which will allow... No, Puck denied him. Beautiful play by this Puck. Going to phase shift out and try to teleport out of here. It looks like he will get it. There's no stun. There's no disable there. So wow, let's actually take a look at the summary of that. Enigma did pick up 157, but he did give his life for it. So Puck with 3 kills, 1 on Melk, 1 on 007, and 1 on his teammate. With 66 damage, that's no easy feat. Brax was really on point with that deny. It's going to make EG a little bit pissed because a Naga Siren kill is very, very valuable. But unfortunately, they're just going to have to wait till last time. Painted Gold now going to go back to the jungle. Brax transitioning up to the top lane. Going to give the mid lane to 1437. He's not going to be able to function all that well against a level 7 now Rubik. But as long as he's just leeching experience, he'll get a lot more experience here than he will on this bot lane with Korok as well as the Tidehunter universe. You know, soaking up the experience. Invisibility now picked up by Malk. He does have a black hole. If you catch both of them in the black hole, that could mean the death of them. But I'm not sure if there's actually enough damage to do so. Korok now might be in a little bit of trouble as the universe wanders away. Malk's still invisible. Fear's going to start right-clicking on Korok. Korok's going to try and fight this Gush now onto Fear. And Malk does reveal himself. He's going to go for the black hole, but the instant split, Korok and universe, black hole, they group up again. Here comes Brax, though, instantly stunning him with that ultimate, and he instantly goes down. Malk does. Beat is now getting netted in the jungle, and he's just going to get right-clicked down as well. Tidehunter picking up a double kill. Fear somehow still here. There's no Gush, there's no mana. Korok getting get Chronosphered. Does have 6 charges of the stick, so he should be okay. He does get Fade Bolted though, and the Venomancer with the 1 Plague Ward picking up that kill. What the hell? The universe is going to get power shotted as he tries to run away by the Windrunner. Last one to survive is Brax, who looks like he's going to be okay. 007 does still have that telekinesis, but he's not in range of that. So EG and Quantic just trading every kill blow for blow. Let's actually take a look at the score right now. Fear getting 2 assists, Korok getting 2 assists, but 2 deaths. Well, actually 1 death. One of them was a deny. So Fear, even though he didn't get as much farm, he's getting more value out of these kills than Korok is. Now we see a push now in the top lane. Painted Gold all by himself. Ring of Basilius turned on. Brax is going to come and support him. Those arcane boots, very nice to have a unlimited supply of wolves. They're going to push down this tower because no one from EG is trying to defend this. Instead, they're looking for Korok, maybe? Beat is standing like he actually wants to help out in the death of Korok. But Universe is coming around that will prevent him from doing anything. Lycanthrope does take the tower with his damage. That will give him his Vlads. He's going for a Medallion, actually. Here's a Medallion, even though he like half went for Vlad's. Having trouble sticking to his guns. Fear is going to take quite a bit of damage, force the time walk out of there. It's harassment power of the Naga Siren, carry hero, but she also has fairly good burst for a carry hero. Dare I say the most burst? I don't know. 220 damage isn't that much, but still, it's a nuke where most carry heroes don't have that. Faceless Void still doesn't have anything, whereas Naga Siren walking around with Tranquils, Magic Stick, as well as a Poor Man's Shield. Although Faceless Void is getting involved in these kills, he simply does not have much at all. Beat is trying to get a little bit of experience out of these Centaurs. He was in range for that one, so he did get that. 157 Universe still hanging around, level 5 on the Tidehunter, so no Ravage for him. Whereas the, I guess, Tidehunter equivalent, Malk, does have his Black Hole, already used it once, to great effect. But Brax with teleportation, sure was fast with that. That did protect them from taking a lot more damage from both the black hole magic damage, as well as any other right clicks that would have came in. Naga Siren, 1100 gold, one for that poor man's shield, so most likely going to go for, oh, Brax might be in a little bit of trouble. Shackle, not going to latch as he perfectly phase shifts it. Wow, Brax, you are just playing out of your mind today. Of course, it kind of remains to be seen, because the game is only 10 minutes in. But 202 on the puck, not bad at all. This tower in the mid lane, going to get pushed down. Lose your orb, going to try to spread them out, but it's a very hard spell to actually hit from that long range. This tower is going to get killed by Rubik as Brax tries to go in on this, drops down his ultimate for this. Not going to happen, though. Was that a Riptide? That was a Riptide. That was Rubik's Riptide. So Brax, unfortunately not getting the last hit on that tower with his double damage rune. We tried it, though. Just delaying up that mid lane push, though, did allow for Painted Gold to get this tower down to a little bit less than half life. That will mean that he could just swoop in a couple minutes' time and finish that off.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
If you could sneak a tier 2, well, that's just gravy. Voidstone now for Korok. What the hell? I don't know what you build on Naga Siren with the Voidstone. I guess Lincoln Sphere, but that doesn't make much sense. Battle Fury. Let's actually take a look at this. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't get any of these items on Naga Siren. Lincoln Sphere is the only possibility, but why would you go for Lincoln Sphere? It doesn't make sense to me. So I don't know what Korok's going to do with this. Hopefully I'll be pleasantly surprised. Maybe he's going to try some new revolutionary way of playing Naga Siren with Bloodstone and just have Lycanthrope be the main carry. But then again, why is Korok, the carry player for Quantic, doing that? It baffles me. I have no idea. Universe 157 still hanging around Korok, but Beediz, Malk, as well as Demon are here. Universe going to get stunned up. Gale is going to hit just on the tail end. Here comes Korok. He does have a strong siren. He's going to try to go for Malk, but a two-man shackle from Demon. Going to power shot down that Tidehunter. 157 going to take a lot of damage as well. Korok is going to get black hold, but the illusion from Brax is going to take him down. Ultimate onto the Venomancer as well, but gets stolen by 007. Forced to pop out that ultimate. Korok is. He doesn't have a teleportation scroll. Brax does, however, so Korok is going to cover his retreat as he just walks on out of there. So 2-for-2 trade going on. 2 supports for 2 supports. Fairly even, I suppose. Naga Siren, unfortunately for Korok, not picking up any of those kills. But the tower on the top lane has got demolished by Lycanthrope. 12 minutes in. No boots yet, but he does have a Vladimir's Offering as well as a Medallion of Courage, so he can do a lot of damage to Roshan whenever he decides to go for it. Oh no. Rubik stole. Oh, okay. It's like Fear got a little bit too close to Lina and he took a Laguna Blade to the face. Not what you want to have happen. Did not realize that 147 didn't drop that Laguna Blade. And apparently neither did Fear. Surprise, Laguna Blade. Levels your backtrack. 25% chance to survive. He rolled the dice and unfortunately it didn't pan out for him. Now with 4 people on the bot lane, Quantic is going to go for the bot lane push. Net onto 007, but is there any engagement? No, there isn't, just harassment net. In the meantime, this is buying time for Painted Gold to weaken Roshan just a little bit. Gonna half do the Ancients as well. The whole lot of Quantic is transitioning down, though. They know where Beediz is, and Beediz, you are in a ton of trouble. Net gonna fly out. Follow up with Light Strike away, Dragon Slave, and the Illusory Orb to just plow down the Venomancer and get that kill. Now that Roshan is back at half life and Venomancer is down, that does mean that Quantic will pick up this Roshan 100%, unless EG pull out a miracle Time Walk Chronosphere. Roshan is gonna go down to Quantic, and that will give Painted Gold a lot of experience. Still want to share it. Brax taking a power shot. He's very weak, but he's going to bottle up into the jungle, into Roshan Pit, but the Song of the Siren from 007. Setting up for Malk. There's no black hole, so he actually can't do anything. He just simply pissed him off. Demon now going to take a net as well as a puck ultimate. Telekinesis is going to slow Universe down. Brax is going to unleash his whatever silence is called. Painted Gold does pick up the Aegis, though, as well as the Roshan kill. Waning Rift. That's what it's called. So many spell names, man. So many spell names. But Quantic, don't lose anyone. They do get an Aegis. They do get a Roshan. So I would say that they are pretty firmly ahead with the Roshan +2 tower kills. Yeah, gold earned does reflect that experience, though. Dead center at 0. It can be attributed to Malk's experience income in the jungle. Whereas Quantic didn't really have a jungle, instead opted for a tri-lane. Looks like Naga Siren is going to go for a Lincoln Sphere. definitely not a conventional build. Usually the goal with Naga Siren is to, be tanky as possible, but usually that's achieved through Vanguard or Heart, not necessarily Lincoln Sphere, because it doesn't give you all that much health. Like, I guess it'll block the Telekinesis or whatever Rubik decides to steal, as well as the Malphus, Shackle. Other than that, like, you can still get Chronosphered and Black Hold and all those unfortunate things that will happen to a Naga Siren. So I don't know about this choice of items, but we're going to have to see what Korok wants to do with it. I guess it will give him unlimited mana. It's one thing that Lincoln Sphere does give you, I guess, but if you wanted that, you just go for the Arcane Boots build. You didn't really need the Tranquil Boots. I mean, like, the armor is nice and everything. Now blinking from Brax, he does drop down his ultimate fear. Dodging the Laguna Blade, though, but it doesn't matter. The Dragon Slave will bring him down. Light Striker right onto Demon. Painted Gold shackled to a tree over Brax. Trying to bring down Beat unfortunately just out of range of the Ravage, and the Venomancer will escape. 007 looking to steal something. Painted Gold does howl, however, so he will not be able to steal that ultimate form. Illusion Orb going to fly out, hit all three. 007 does steal the silence. Painted Gold gonna get slowed down, and Brax might be a little bit dangerous to these conversions. He's gonna phase shift out, and 157 with the magical damage gonna clear out those Eidolons. Painted Gold gonna walk out of this as well. So after all that, only one kill, and that was on the Faceless Void, but that's a very good kill to have. Korok in the meantime pushing down on the top lane of EG. They have to teleport right now. Windrunner does have a teleportation scroll up. Enigma does as well. So they could go for this, but no, it looks like Beat with the revival is gonna go for that instead. No teleport's needed. Good try by Quantic, but they ended up burning 4 ultimates for only one kill. Not exactly what you would call a favorable engagement as far as that goes, but they did get a pick up onto Faceless Void, which I guess is worth 4 ultimates to them. I mean, Laguna Blade unfortunately didn't do the job, but the Dragon Slave sure did. Magic damage everywhere. That was a really good initiation by Quantic, but unfortunately EG, they were there in force. They had enough power to force them back. But Quantic's team fight is truly a fearsome sight. Now ultimate onto only Melk. He's going to try to stun Brax, but he does phase shift the first time. Melk going to walk out of the leash range as soon as it dispels. He's going to take an Illusion Orb hit, but Brax is going to go in, going to trap Melk against the tree with 007, going to lift him up and try to save his ally, but Melk trying to hide in the jungle. Brax is hot on his trail, however. Painted Gold instead going to go for Beat. No shackle yet. Beat unleashes his ultimate, but Painted Gold is still hot on his tracks, taking a lot of damage from Demon as well as 007. He's going to get right click down. He gets his Aegis burned. Brax going to Illusion Orb right in, but blink right out. Now Fear comes in, Chronosphere onto both of them. He's going to pick up Brax. Actually, no, the Fade Bolt is going to pick up Brax, and Universe is going to get clubbed down by the Faceless Void. A very good engagement from EG, even though they did lose. Oh no, Painted Gold not done yet. He's trying to teleport out of here, but the telekinesis from 007 might mean his death. Painted Gold looks pissed. 007 is taking a lot of damage from these wolves. He does have a Force Staff, however, so he's going to get out of this. Korok is here as well to support him, but I don't think anyone is actually chasing Painted Gold. And what the hell? Someone is still here, and he did get picked off. Faceless Void getting another kill out of that engagement. That fight just not going the way of Quantic. Anything and everything went wrong for them. That's not exactly what you want to have happen. Painted Gold got a little bit too aggressive now. Net onto Demon. Is there enough right-click damage to actually bring him down? He does have enough mana for Wind Run, so it's not going to happen. Now trying to close the distance, get a black hole off. Does stun Painted Gold, forced to pop off his ultimate and run away. And now Demon might be in a little bit of a bad position. Isn't Snare up? No, I don't believe it is, or else it would have went out. And the Windrunner gets to get Force Staffed away, which really could have happened even if he was netted. But Quantic kind of dropping the ball in that fight. Painted Gold was chasing very, very aggressively, too aggressively, taking so much damage. You know, like, Wolf Form makes you strong, but it doesn't make you invulnerable. Just when you have Rubik and Windrunner hitting you, and then Venomancer ultimate taking you down, 1200 HP is a lot, but you're still not God quite yet. Later on, though, Lycanthrope will be able to shrug most of those spells off. He is going for the Zoo build. You have a lot of things running around to get a very high level of Necrobook. And that's not the most useful game for a Necrobook. I mean, Necrobook is always a good choice on Lycan. But they don't make use of the invisibility detection, the what is it called? The suicide thing, when the melee one dies and then he like does damage. Last Will or something like that. I don't even know what it's called. Maybe I could actually check it out next time. Not the best in this game, since EG They don't really have giant AoE heroes. Their spells are a lot more surgical than that, so they will be able to at least try to avoid that 600 hit of pure damage. You don't want to get hit by 600 pure damage, because it's not a good idea, guys. Not a good idea at all. Korok did end up going for that Lincoln Sphere. I really don't know if that was the right choice, however. Like, it'll help him in some respects, but I feel like with a different set of items, you could get the same exact result for cheaper. And what is it called? Is it called Last? Well, it is called Last Will. I'm amazing. Holy crap. This mid lane tower getting pushed down by a whole bunch of Quantic heroes. They do have the Ravage. They do have the Song of the Siren. Everything for Quantic is up. It's just a matter of time. Quantic did get the Shackle Shot blocked. Net onto Beat but he gets 4 staffed by 007. Quantic with that tower. Are they going to be happy and just pull out? It's like they wanted to at least kill the creep wave before leaving. And they're just going to keep going for this. Howl goes off, and the creep wave is still pretty big. 007 with the Riptide, though. Korok using mirror images to block the Shackle Shot. We get it, Korok. You're a baller. You don't have to prove it to us. Even if he didn't do that, he would have just had it blocked by Lincoln Sphere. Fear is now going to push the tower all the way. End up giving Korok a little bit more farm. Ultimately not taking the tower. Down to half health. But a half health tower, full health tower, it doesn't really mean anything in the end. Unless it's tier 4, I guess. Quantic continuing to wander around as a group. Top lane is continuing to push in. Don't know who exactly was giving that momentum. But all of Quantic, they want to take the last tier 2 tower. Solidify their gold advantage already. 7,500, 1,000 experience advantage. But Quantic with the last tier 2 tower will give them a huge amount of map dominance. And Roshan was a couple minutes off from respawning. But with the death of this tower, it will make it very hard for EG to actually get into that Roshan pit. Whereas Quantic do still have the bottom tier 1 tower up. So they could easily reinforce the Roshan pit. Mid tier 2 might be in a little bit of danger. Illusion Rune gets popped off. Eidolons are here as well, but looks like this tower will survive. Teleportation coming in from the Tidehunter. It will ward that off. Quantic is getting pretty big though. Their gold advantage is substantial. They're only ahead by 1 kill, but that might be enough. Oh no, the courier is going to get picked off. Braxton Korok killing the courier, getting another tower's worth of gold there. Demon trying to run away from the Song of Siren. It will catch him though. He does have Wind Run, does have Mech, but will it be enough? He gets netted and ultimated by Puck. Gush as well. Demon is going to pop off his Mech and try to survive, but the Light Strike Array, as well as the Anchor Smash, going to do him in. Quantic burning off the Naga Siren ultimate, level 2, so the cooldown is still pretty large in exchange for Windrunner. Looks like they want to transition into a push. Unfortunately for them, 1.37 not around. He's instead going to make sure Fear doesn't get a free tower. Although level 13 Faceless Void versus a level Lina will be very close. Lina could just get Chronosphered if things don't go well. 007 going to get netted, but instantly 4-staffed out. 157 just chilling here. Not a good place to be. Fear does take out that tower, and he does have vision of 157. Might be in a little bit of trouble if he wants to actually go for this. Pretty risky though, because I mean, Faceless Void is a higher level, but he's still very soft. Meanwhile, the rest of 157's team continuing to push down this mid lane. Tower down to 400 HP, and now here we have the engagement. 157 gonna eat a Chronosphere to the face. Unfortunately, he couldn't get any of his spells off. Fear gets a free kill delivery service from 1437. But apparently he didn't get a tip, so he bought back, and now he's pissed. He's gonna join the rest of his team. Maybe if 1437 was just doing all that to bait out the Chronosphere, that would be like a freaking genius move by Quantic. I feel like that might be what's going on, but if that was truly what's going on, then they would be pushing in right now, because they know that the Chronosphere is down. But it looks like that's not going to be what happened. No, Braxton try to get Fear. He does cancel the teleportation. Now Fear might be in a little bit of trouble. He does have 7 seconds up until his ultimate teleportation coming in from the Naga Siren. But Fear is going to eat his way through the trees, getting very far actually. Korok going to try to close the gap. Illusory Orb going to fly out, not spot Fear as he did jump out. And he's going to survive. That was very close. Ultimate burn there from Brax. Not the highest cooldown ultimate, so he's not going to be too devastated about that. But still, if the Roshan fight happens within the next minute, it's going to be close. Black Hole BKB is up on Enigma, and Painted Gold is around. Looks like EG just scouting out the Roshan pit. Smoke keeping them safe from Painted Gold with that ward and with that demon, with Demon attacking that ward. They do know that there was a smoke up, so they got to be a little bit careful. Wolves are gonna run out and scout.
Dire's bottom
But
tower
now,
is under attack.
with that Plague Ward attacking that wolf, that is a confirmation that there is true sight in that Roshan area. 007 going to peel off from his group, push down the bot lane just a little bit, but teleportation coming in. It is going to be the Puck. Very long initiation range on him. No ultimate though. Lugia going to fly on through, try to ward off one with these 007. So many 7s in this game. And this tower is very low. It could be denied, but it's going to get killed by the Radiant.
Dire's bottom tower
007 trying to get out of there. He did steal the Dream Coil. Very good ultimate to steal. I would personally prefer to steal a Ravage, but a level 2 Dream Coil versus a level 1 Ravage, I don't know, they're both good. Massive teamfight ultimates, if you can steal any of them. It's pretty big, especially when combined with an Enigma ultimate as well as a Faceless Void ultimate. Regeneration rune did absolutely nothing. Painted Gold and Brax. Looks like they wanted you Roshan. Lots of damage on that Lycanthrope as well as lifesteal, so he could remain pretty healthy while he does this. Power Shot's going to fly out, and Korok enters the fray. Does have a Manta style. He would like to have this for his upcoming fight. If there's a fight at all, Roshan's going down extremely quickly. Brax trying to get a pick off on someone. He's going to blink forward for Malk, who does burn his 10-second BKB charge to get out of there. It's a very good pickup for Quantic. They do burn the Dream Coil, but they also get the Roshan Aegis as well as the 10-second charge for Enigma. And it looks like they're going to push down in the mid lane. Chronosphere is up, Black Hole is up, but the Black Hole will be interruptible. Puck, another minute until he has his ultimate. So it's a pretty long range Black Hole disable that won't be on the table for this upcoming fight. Ravage, of course, and LSA will both work. Korok is going to net 007, but the Dream Coil, whoa, no, blink in from Universe, going to be huge trouble for EG. There goes the Laguna Blade right onto the Windrunner. Venomous going to pop his ultimate, going to only hit Korok, but there goes 157 into the Chronosphere. Korok gets telekinesis into the Chronosphere as well. Fear just going to have a field day over here. Korok going to try to bust out some illusions, but the Black Hole is there. Brax, unfortunately, unable to cancel that off, gets shackled to an illusion. Korok going to still alive? How are you still alive? He's going to pop off his ultimate and allow the rest of his teammates to run away. They did pick up the Drubic in exchange for 2 heroes, so not the best engagement for Quantic. But the EG, they still want to fight this Windrunner with that Windrun, looking for a Shackle Shot. Even a split second of delay will give them a kill. But Power Shot, not going to make it happen though. Lycanthrope had an Aegis also, so it wasn't going to happen regardless. Actually, if they did pick off the Aegis, they could have closed the gap and killed him, I think. Actually, no, I changed my mind again. They probably don't have enough lockdown. Lycanthrope, well, I changed my mind what, 4th time? Lycanthrope didn't have Shapeshift, so if he did burn his Aegis, he probably would have died. And that is my final answer. Push now going the other way. EG looking towards the tier 2 mid lane. Tier 1 on the bot has gone down, tier 1 on the top has gone down, so the tower's starting to equalize just a little bit. But 12 for 13, this game is pretty much dead even as far as that goes. Experience should be very close to even. Yes, it is. Gold advantage still in favor of Quantic, but that is mostly because of those towers that are still up for them. Windrunner took an invisibility rune. That could be pretty good for an engagement. If she managed to get a 2-man shackle, that could be absolutely devastating for Quantic. Just lose a lot of people that way. 2-man shackles. Quantic, they still want to push. They do have the Dream Coil. Do they have the Naga Siren ult? 30 seconds, so they probably will have it by the time this fight comes. Of course, Lycanthrope has his ultimate as well, but they know the Black Hole's down. They know the Chronosphere. Well, the Chronosphere is actually up. Not the longest cooldown, the Chronosphere. They're going to keep sieging this tower. With the Naga Illusions, they can do this. Fortification, trying to slow them down a little bit, but this tower is pretty much forfeit. Illusory Orb, going to fly on through. Hit Painted Gold. The tower does go down to the Lycanthrope. Shackle now with both the Necronomicon units. Painted Gold is going to pop his ultimate and try to get as much damage on this Brax as he can. Is there enough stall? There goes the Fear with the Chronosphere. Only catching Painted Gold, however. He's going to get slept as well. Unfortunately for Fear, you just wasted your entire Chronosphere, son. Universe does not have his ultimate. He's 5, 4, 3, 2. There goes the Venomancer ultimate and a huge Dream Coil onto 2 or 3 people. Malk trying to get his just trying to get into position. He doesn't even have Black Hole. There goes the Ravage from Universe, hitting a couple of people. Fear still alive though, gonna work down this big fish. Korok still alive as well. The Raxes, more importantly, are still alive, getting worked down by the Wolves. Painted Gold is gonna take that out, and there goes the retreat from Quantic. There goes the Lycanthrope. Korok gonna take a lot of damage as well. He's gonna go down. Lycanthrope gonna revive, and Brax is still somewhere. I don't know where exactly he ran to, but Painted Gold does get stunned once, gets telekinesed into the air. He's going to drop down and die at the exact same time. The only survivor from that was Brax. So 4 for a couple. I believe there were a couple buybacks there. I could actually check. No buybacks, actually. That's kind of cool. EG managed to defend with absolutely no buybacks, just sheer force of will, getting themselves 4 kills, but in exchange for racks, I do think that is worth it for Quantic, because that will restrict EG's income by quite a bit, as well as put even more pressure on them as far as how the map plays out. And 4 kills, I mean, that's a lot of gold and experience going the other way. But at the same time, it's a pretty big investment, because these creeps will give a lot less in the long run. So Quantic getting that crowning achievement reward for their push. And EG want to return the favor. They do have Black Hole as well as BKB this time. Chronosphere should be up. Yes, it is up. Ravage is not up. Level 1 Ravage. Still. Quantic. They do have the Song of the Siren soon, but this tower is going to start taking a lot of damage from the focus fire of Demon. Korok's going to try to hold the front line, get something dispelled. That Lincoln Sphere, was it Fade Bolt? Yeah, Fade Bolt. But Chronosphere from Fear onto 147. Power Shot's going to finish him off. Fear wants more, though. He wants to go for Universe. Pops his BKB charge for this first one. Lycanthrope in the meantime, picking off the Venomancer. Going to try to go for Malk. Force out the BKB, possibly. There goes the Black Hole. Malk catching a couple people. The Song of Siren does go out, so it does deny a lot of potential there. Malk going to go down to the Naga Siren. 007 going to go down as well. Demon is the only one alive. Going to Ghost Scepter out. Is there any disable? No, there is not. Windrunner gets away. Where did Orange go? Fear, time walk up to the high ground, but followed by Universe, who does have a Blink Dagger. Is there going to be a Gush? He needs to get in range, but it's going to be close. There goes the Illusion Orb, going to try to close the gap. Gush does hit onto Fear, and Fear needs to get silenced. He does get silenced as well as netted. I don't think he's going to escape from this one. Too much damage from the Quantic side, and Fear goes down as well. Another 4 for, well, I guess 1 this time. But another 4-man kill. This time going the other way, and unfortunately EG, that Black Hole was forced out of Enigma and didn't catch Korok. So that Song of the Siren, even though it didn't cancel the BKB Black Hole, it did cut off all the damage from his allies that would have come through. That's really, if you don't have your allies to deliver during the Black Hole, then why is Black Hole at all? It's not exactly the most spectacular spell as far as damage goes. The score so far 17-17. It's a real tug of war match going on right now. Puck does have a Blink Dagger as well as a Tidehunter. So the initiation range from Quantic is pretty huge. 007 gonna Alchemy's Brax, slow down the creep wave. That's unfortunately all that came out of that. The Necro units are popped. They want to go for this tier 3 tower. It's gonna take a little bit of damage, but really Quantic, they have all day because the mid lane is also pushing. EG, they're gonna have to split their attention between those two lanes. Vitas has to stay here with those Plague Wards, keep a solid line of Venom up. Looks like Quantic, they actually want to fall back. Roshan not up for quite a little bit of time. He's going to farm the jungle, get some more health onto Painted Gold. I think that's his primary objective there. Just deny this potential farm to the other guys. Tidehunter's still not level 11. What is your experience per minute? It's the lowest. Go figure. Even Venomancer's level 11. So Universe is in like sad mode right now with his very low levels. Even Salve's being flown out. And these couriers, Quantic, they don't want to miss a second of this game. Painted Gold's going to pull out the Ancients. Does stack them successfully. This probably will give him full health. But now Fear going to go for 137. He does have the Chronosphere, but doesn't even need it. Telekinesis into a power shot. Going to pick off the Lina one more time. They're going to spot out that Painted Gold was trying to do those Ancients, but Lina, unfortunately, too close. And really, when the circle of too close is this huge, it's hard to be far enough away to be safe. Well, I guess it's even larger since you have the Chronosphere distance stat as well. But Fear just not enjoying Lina's game right now. Every single turn, Lina gets shut down by that Faceless Void. There we go. Universe is going to pop level 11. It's very late at this point, but hell, Ravage is always a devastating spell. And if you can make it a little bit more devastating, then yeah, go for it. Dog Siren, there we go. The build is a little bit more useful. So I guess the Lincoln Sphere was just to give her enough survivability until she get the Diffusal Manta up. Next target probably going to be a Heart of Tarask, just so that if she gets Black Hole, if she gets Chronosphered, she can just sit there and take it. Once Korok gets that, it's going to be very hard for EG to stop. The illusions will become absolutely fearsome. Battle Fury will help in clearing the map. Venomancer will help. Power Shot, Fade Bolt. I guess Midnight Pall is something you don't really think about all that often because it's not the best spell in the game. Still, if those illusions constantly siege down these towers, this tower is at around half health. This tower lost around a fifth of its health. And Quantic will have that mid lane continue to push in. Rubik now. Force Staff as well as a Blink Dagger. Face Void. Sitting at 1800 gold. Gonna build up a trust fund for his kids. Windrunner only with a mech. Gonna go for a BKB it looks like. And Malk of course sitting at the BKB as well as Blink. Gonna look for that perfect black hole. But Quantic is not the kind of team that will just run into a black hole willy-nilly. And if they do, it's gonna be at most 3 of them. A 4-man black hole will be pretty huge. And a perfect game pause there so we could not see the actual number that this is on. Should be, well, if it's between 2500 either way, a very, very close game. The gold continuing to look the way it is because of those 2 tier towers. 2 tier 2 towers. And this teleportation is making quite the racket. But anyway, Quantic, they do have the sizable advantage with that racks down. I do also want to say that they have more carry potential than EG. It's a matter of can they bring down, how many Quantic heroes can EG bring down during that Chronosphere? If it's the Naga Siren and like Puck or something like that before they get off their big spells, well that's probably going to be max for EG. But if they only pick off Delina, if they like weaken Lycanthrope or something like that, then well it might not be enough. Just going to speed through this. Damn it, Korok. Apparently it's also Purge's birthday. It's not anyone's birthday, is it? There we go. Not in the business of waiting a million years for a pause. We are back into the game, guys. We're going to open it up with Demon finding an invisibility rune yet again. I don't really know if the last one actually was used effectively, but hell, it was procured. Next fight most likely will happen at Roshan. They will group up Quantic for a Chronosphere Black Hole combo. But at the same time, we'll group up EG for a Dream Coil, Song of the Siren, Ravage combo. Which team fight is better? It's hard to tell. The BKBs up on EG, Quantic's combo can be very ineffective, but now Blink in from Fear instantly gets hexed though. There goes the Light Striker right onto Fear as well as the Ravage being used for him. Beediz is stuck in the trees as well. Black Hole only has Painted Gold however. Is there enough damage to actually bring him down? Doesn't look like it. Blink outward from Malk and Demon is now on the run. Song of the Siren does get popped off, but oh, he does catch Demon on the tail end. Korok gonna try to go for this Windrunner kill. Net is gonna fly up and hit him, but the instant teleportation from Demon most likely gonna get him out of here. It does. But the 3 for 0 for Quantic gonna mean that they're gonna get the 3rd incarnation of Roshan. Cheese is up on this one. So Naga Siren as well as Lycanthrope can get something out of this unless they want to split it between the support heroes, which I don't think they would choose to do so. Let's see how this is actually gonna go. Most likely Aegis for the Siren, Cheese for the Painted Gold. Dropping his teleportation scrolls. You don't need that shit. He's going for an Assault Cuirass, and at that point Lycanthrope will be an absolute terror on the battlefield. So much armor. Quantic, they should want to push down the bot lane, or at least get the second set of racks. They do have the Cheese in, as well as the Aegis. Granted, they don't have Ravage, but at the same time, Malk doesn't have a black hole. So I guess it's kind of a wash as far as that goes. I don't know what the hell Brax is doing. A little bit of indecisiveness. Didn't realize that there was a regeneration rune there, I guess. Quantic, even though they haven't really set up the giant Naga Siren ultimate combo, the ultimates have been coming out from them regardless, and they've been pretty damn effective. So, you know, effects, results are results, I guess. Usually you see Song of the Siren set up for a perfect Ravage, in this case, perfect Dream Coil. But Korok is like, nah man, we're just gonna kill him regular. And apparently it's working, since they are substantially ahead. But they don't want to commit to a fight. That Chronosphere, man. Chronosphere is such a scary spell to be up against. During the fight up here, Fear was right here. Could have gotten 3 in the Chronosphere. But Brax, once again, on point with his puck play. He knew that was coming, and he instantly hexed up that Faceless Void as soon as his Time Walk landed in. So that Chronosphere wasn't available for the fight, and he instantly got chain stunned down. Yeah, I remember that. Even though he has a BKB, if he gets stunned once from Lina, then the magic combo from her is pretty much enough to wipe out Void's health. I mean, of course, it won't be totally enough, but there's a lot of burst damage coming out from Quantic if they target the right way. Naga Siren actually going for a Butterfly, so this is Naga Siren going for a very glass cannon-y build. Very soft compared to the Naga Sirens that we generally see, you know, going Heart Radiance, stuff like that. I guess like the tanking is up to the Lycanthrope as well as the Tidehunter, but unfortunately that's not exactly how this game works. Naga Siren will be dishing though. Her illusions are completely fearsome. But at this point, what the hell? Where did your Tranquil Boots go? She just sold her Tranquil Boots? Is she getting Power Treads? I feel like that's definitely a better option at this point in the game. More stats for your illusions.
Regeneration.
You are loaded. I don't know why you would get Power Treads. No, Boots of Travel, even better. Doesn't even need to have a teleportation scroll anymore. Naga Siren's completely decked out. Possibly exchange that Lincoln Sphere for a Heart of Trask, and then that'll be pretty much it. Brax is stuck in the trees, I think. Yeah, he definitely is. Well, at least he's not going to get caught. Quantic, though, with that map control from taking out that Tier 1, or the Raxes. Tier 1 Raxes, of course, that's the thing now. Farming all over the place. You can see the jungle right now is completely devoid of creeps. Get it? Devoid? Void? Yeah, okay. Anyway, Quantic, looks like the strategy is going to be split push, or at least feign a split push, as Naga Siren delays up Fear. But she does have those boosts of travel, which now EG are going to know about, and everyone from Quantic is on this bot lane. They want to take out this tower. Are they going to do it this time? They're going to commit pretty heavily, but Painted Gold gets shackled to his own Necromonicon and Illusion. There goes the teleportation in from Fear, as well as the Chronosphere, but Universe is there with the Ravage as well as the Dream Coil. There goes the 2-man Black Hole, but instantly gets cancelled from that net. Korok just standing his ground, going to right-click down Fear, and everyone from EG is going to go down. There's the GG call from Demon, and wow. Black Hole, unfortunately, does get cancelled off by that net. I don't think I mentioned that, so my apologies for that. The Ravage was there for Quantic. Song of Siren, once again, not even used for that fight. And unfortunately, Faceless Void got hexed while his Chronosphere was down. Either he didn't pop the BKB or he popped it at the wrong time. Well, I mean, like, he did pop the BKB at the wrong time because it's on cooldown. But EG just taking one sloppy fight. They could have had it if it gone a little bit better, if they got another person in the Black Hole, if it didn't get interrupted, if something else happened, EG would still be in this game. But at this point in the game, all the heroes, the game is just so delicate. That one small slip up like that will cost you the game. So thanks for watching, guys. This has been EG vs Quantic from the Star Series Season 3. So many games to cast, so many games. Medic build, I want to see the medic build. Medic build. It's not a oh, I guess it is a medic build. I did not notice that. But anyway, we have Quantic taking your victory. Thanks for watching, guys. GG.